Welcome to the Daily Dose of Affirmations podcast, daily intentional thoughts and ideas to help you reach your goals. I am your host, Pen He. If you're in the United States or Canada, you can text me at 1-855-960-4336. Again, the number is 1-855-960-4336 with your questions, or you can text the word affirmations and get daily motivational or inspirational quote and affirmation reminders to your phone. Message and data rate may apply. I have the info in the description of this podcast as well. Now let's begin with today's episode. Today I'll be sharing one affirmation you need to start manifesting anything you want. And that one is, I am grateful. You will want to be more specific regarding what you're grateful for and why. So it would be something like, I am grateful for being alive, and I am grateful for my children because they are fun and joyful, and they are meant to be in my life, and they chose us to be their parents. So that's something that you could say. There are other ones like you're grateful for you have a place to live, you're grateful for your lungs because you're breathing still, meaning you're still alive. So there are many things that you could just have a list of the things that you're grateful for. If you're busy and don't have that much time, maybe come up with 1 to 3 a day. And the best way to do that is to not only say it, not only think it, say it, but also write it down. Some people keep a separate journal just for gratitude, have a gratitude journal, and some people just do it in their morning pages, like Julia Cameron suggests in the Artist's Way book. You could write it there as part of your journaling. There are so many ways that you could write it, using sticky notes, using index cards. Write what you're grateful for and just do that every day. Some people do it twice a day, morning and night they write it. Some people just write it once a day. And by writing things down, you're amplifying the effect of it. It becomes more believable, becomes more real, becomes more true, and it becomes a habit, becomes part of you to just see things around you that you can be grateful for. Even when you're hurting the most, or when you're in the most pain, physically, emotionally, mentally, or spiritually, there's still things that you can be grateful for. And then that'll lift up your spirit and also help you with your healing process. Whether it's something that cannot be fixed or cured, or it's something that's chronic, it will still help because of that mindset, the positive mindset part. And I remember when I was going through 3 miscarriages in 1 year, and after my 3rd miscarriage, I was reading on Facebook and somebody posted just on their feed, question was, share 3 things that you're grateful for. And I just broke down and cried because at that time, right before I was reading that post, I was feeling like it was the worst time of my life. Everything was unfair. At that time, I couldn't think of anything that I'll be grateful for. And I was thinking all the negative things, how once you start a negative thought and there's just more and more coming. So when I read that post, I just broke down and I was able to list things that I was grateful for. Moments just really makes a difference. So no matter, I know sometimes when you're like really in deep, when you're going through something, it can be really difficult to come up with something you're grateful for, but just try your best to really do a deep dive into all the things that you can be grateful for. And I keep on going back to the fact that you're still alive and that you're breathing. Just start with those first, and that's what I want to share with you guys today. Tomorrow, I will be going over one important step that you will need to do and to make your affirmations come true. For the blog of this podcast is dailydoseofaffirmations.com, dailydoseofaffirmations.com. I will see you tomorrow.